When you look at the definition of it, everyone is to a certain extent. As long as you want to be successful and you believe in what you believe in and you feel.
Yeah, I'm actually going. In fact, I should actually talk to y'all about ego real quick because a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about ego because everybody's defining it differently. So, okay, there is nothing bad about having an ego. All your ego is your sense of self or the way that you view yourself. Understand? And the reason why ego is so important to becoming extremely successful is because you can only become successful if you believe you can become successful. Understand? Because your mentality precedes your reality, meaning you can only act on what you believe. If you don't believe something to be true, you can't do it. If you believe if you jump into a pool, you're going to instantly die, you know what you're not going to do? You're not going to jump in the fucking pool. Understand? So your belief precedes your reality. So the only way you can become extremely successful and maintain it is if you believe you can be. If you believe it. And the only way you can believe you can do something is if you view yourself as a capable person to do something. And this is why I always say that you want to build a mentality that always serves you. You never want to think in a way that does not serve you because there's no point in doing that. You know, they say the lion is the king of the jungle. Why is the lion the king of the jungle? If the lion is not objectively the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, doesn't have the sharpest claws or the strongest bite, whatever it is. The lion doesn't have any of these stats. Hell, the lion isn't even in a fucking jungle. That shit lives on the savannah. But somehow the lion is the king of the jungle. Why? Because of the lion's mentality. The lion can only view himself as the king. The lion never views himself as a peasant or as any of the other fodder animals that are in the jungle, on the savannah, what the fuck ever. Like, it can only view itself as a winner. That's the only way it can view itself as. And because it can only view itself as a winner, you know what happens? Its actions precede that. The way the lion carries itself, the way it walks and just, I'm not saying lions really be doing this shit and be thinking about this shit, but just to give you guys perspective on what I'm trying to explain here, like the way the lion walks and acts, like you motherfuckers have seen Lion King. Like look in Lion King, like the way, you know, Mufasa and them, they be standing and be roaring and all the animals be like, oh yeah, Mufasa. You know what I'm saying? Like, because lions only like are commonly associated with pride. Like they can only see themselves as winners. And that's why lions win. Because the only way you will win in life is if you only ever see yourself in a winner. This is why winners always win and losers always lose. Because losers always are constantly looking for ways to justify losing, whereas winners are constantly looking for ways to justify winning because they refuse to ever see any reality in which they lose. And for that reason, their actions always force them to win because they do not take any actions that make them lose. Make sense? So yes, you do want to have an extremely strong ego, an extreme sense of self. You need to view yourself as an absolute winner. And naturally, your actions have to follow to back that shit up. But usually, if you do have the mentality where you only view yourself as a winner, you can only see yourself winning in the end, your actions will precede that. Or your actions will follow that. You know, it's hard to, as I was describing with the whole pool thing earlier, it's hard to go against what you believe yourself to be. If you believe yourself to be a winner, you're never going to make a move that makes you a loser because it goes against what you believe. Niggas, if you believe some shit, you're not going to go against your belief. You know what I'm saying? This is like saying I believe in God, but I'm also an atheist. Like you act like an atheist, but you believe in God. Like you usually don't go against your belief if it's a strong enough belief. So if you believe you're a lion, then you'll remain a king.